This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. So, welcome to you all for the topic of the day, SIP trunks. SIP trunks, everybody talks about. It's becoming a largest communication network in the worldwide. And, now in India too. And SIP trunks started, quite long back. I think in India from last 2016. SIP trunks has started and it's slowly covering in the market. So, I mean, the topic of the today is also, how we can get the benefit, if you buy a and how we can use existing EPABX and PBX. I mean, what is a SIP trunk is all about? Why are everyone is talking about a SIP trunks nowadays? Since SIP trunks are, just almost similar to same to a PRA, but there's a lot of facilities available, and that definitely we can discuss today. So how it is compatible to EPABX? Is it possible to connect with EPABX? Absolutely no. I mean, I can say absolutely not possible. If anyone buy a SIP trunks, it is not possible to connect with your existing PBX and EPABX. You need to have a compatible PBX also along with that, which is IP based. So then only with IP based only that normally SIP trunks connect. But having said, see, there are many of the poor people, or maybe I can say just SME people, mid segment people, even enterprise people are using the PRA trunks nowadays. Along with that, they have invested with the PBX and EPABX, but again, investing to upgrading IP PBX is a big pinch for their pockets. So today, so here we are today, how we are going to make a use of existing PBX and EPABX, connect with the SIP trunks and enjoy the benefit of the SIP trunks. So that is the topic of the day. So let me take you through from here. I'm going to talk a few points today. I mean, what is PI and what is a SIP trunk is all about. I mean, I know definitely everybody knows about it. How does it work and benefits? But still, maybe we will have a 2-minute sessions that how exactly it works and what you have to do when you want to buy a SIP trunks. Even if you are planning for it, then I have something which make you to save money for sure. And I have something that definitely I'm going to tell you that about SIP to PRI gateway. I mean, this is the one thing. This is the one thing which the main highlight of this particular webinar. How the SIP gateways will connect with the existing API. So how you can utilize your existing API to use a SIP trunks, and maybe we will also discuss few benefit this webinar, why we have made this webinar as discussing this particular points and topic. In last maybe what is APBX and ipbx. See, ipbx is also going to be a futuristic thing. How we can enhance the our telecommunication benefits in future. What is that one thing will make all the features comes into a single product, which can make your enterprises or your mid segment or whatever your business telecommunication give you a full-fledged of features connecting with any of the trunks. It doesn't matter if it's a PRA, a SIP, or whatever it is. So let me introduce myself. Manjunath Ajay here, and I South Zone. I'm heading the IPPBX division as well as sales. Now, I'm here to just to talk about. My goal is to make how are we going to make use of existing PBX and EPABX to connect with the SIP trunks and save a huge investment for time being? So that is what more on my talks about all this today. So let's see how the things come in. So to start with, let us understand a few things about a PRI and SIP. What we call as primary rate interface. That PRI is, I mean, many of the people talks about PRI is also called as an ISDN. I mean, in a different states and maybe a different country, people talks about PRI, ISDN, E1, T1. They normally calls into in that level. And SIP, Session Initiation Protocol. In SIP also there are two different kind of SIP. India has traditional, PRI SIPs in fact. And there's an account-based SIP also. So account-based SIP also more on work on completely an international where you can use it as an VoIP. And currently in India, but the present SIP what we are getting is typically ISDN background. Yeah, but it gives you both the connectivity to the end. It depends on the network provider. When you can speak to them, definitely they can give you much more into it. So when it comes to on a distribution level, PRI, of course, PRI has a dedicated line. Dedicated line means one single line maximum it will carry around 32 channel. In India, we have a 32 channels, but we have a T1. I mean, normally what we have is T1 here. There's a T1 channels also available, but not in India. There are many other places normally comes as an T1, but SIP will be sold as per channel basis. Per channel basis. I mean, there is no, I mean, a limitation of the channel. I mean, there's no any dedicated line. One line carry multiple things. So in a simple way to say, on the scalability part, if you wanted to have a multiple PRI, you need to buy a multiple line. This is actually also make you a lot of work into it in-house to connect with. But it's a one single line, a simple single line comes and connect with your hardware. You can go up to a maximum number of up to 1,500 channels. Start from 20 channels. That's what in India 20 channels they start with. It depends. I mean, as I told you, it's a per channel based. They charged. Probably if you can ask for 10 channels also. I mean, there are a couple of states even they provide for 10 to 15 channels also starting with. When it comes to a hardware requirement, PRI requires definitely termination hardware physically. SIP is a one thing which you can also connect with the cloud. SIP also requires traditionally it connects to the hardware, but yeah, SIP has a multiple option. Even if your hardware is in cloud, you can take to the cloud and you can connect it over there. You can create a remote extension. One SIP can be dedicated to one place, but you can have a multiple extension at different places. Yeah, similarly, you need to have a same level of PBX and ipbx to have a connectivity. I mean, what I can say is in multi-branch office also, maybe you can have a SIP use from one place to another place. Call quality will be absolutely clean and clear. That however that you have an PRI, it is also in the same way. Maybe I can say it will be definitely a better quality than the PRI. Yes, of course, you have a cost saving on this. Of course, both are related to a monthly basis. I mean, you need not to pay all 30 channels and using only 20 channels, but here you can also use only 20 channels and you can pay only for a 20 purpose. And as in redundancy part, yeah, you can also keep the PRI as a redundancy part at any point of time. SIP can be your primary, and PRI can be your backup at any point of time. So this is more into talks about how the PRI and SIP session is all about. From here, maybe I can take you for some more into talks about it. If you're thinking that let's purchase the SIP trunks, then the few questions will be arise. Does the existing PBX EPABX is compatible for a SIP trunks? I mean, we were talking about that. And, the SIP trunks more that you require IP based EPABX to connect with. Uh, if that question arises, the answer is no. It will not connect the SIP trunks at all. What is the reason? The reason is the most of the EPABX and PABX are designed to get connect with analog lines and digital based PRA lines. It is from the beginning. From the beginning, it has designed in such a way where the SIP trunks cannot be connected into it. Yeah, there is an option, but again, you have to buy a IP cards and everything. But still, I mean, it is a lot of process license and all those stuff that you need it. Only ipbx can connect the SIP trunks through Ethernet ports. I mean, if you have an ipbx, definitely you can connect with the SIP trunks directly through Ethernet ports. What I can say to save investing a lot of money on ipbx, astTECS has come out with a simple SIP to a PRA gateway. Okay, astTECS has come out with a simple SIP to a PRA gateway. So what is this PRA gateway? So here we have the most intelligent, compact, rugged, and elegant SIP gateway. So this gateway basically convert the SIP signals to a PRA signals. This gateway convert your SIP signal to a PRA signals. And I mean what we have is start from 30 channels. Yeah, of course it will also support your 20 channels. Only you have to buy this gateway, then a lot of things will happen. So start from 30 channels to up to 120 channels that we have this gateway. It may go up to 250 to 500 channels also. I mean to say, we have a server based SIP gateways also, which is again I can say most intelligent, compact, rugged, and elegant servers also that we have, which can give you a much more benefit to on our present situation. So what is the benefit? This is a one which connects the SIP trunk to your existing PBX and EPABX. So that the user of PBX and EPABX relax. You have something which can save your money for time being. So you need not to worry. What I can say that if you like to use the SIP trunks, you need not to invest money for ipbx, and you wanted to use existing EPABX, here is the SIP gateway. Okay, what I can do is probably I can take you a much more to the next level. How does it connect? See, of course, you will have a curiosity to understand how exactly this SIP gateway basically get connects. Now here a simple diagram. So here is a simple diagram. You buy a SIP trunks. I mean, if you are planning a SIP trunks, you can buy a SIP trunks from any provider. Today in India, I mean, you have Airtel, Tata, Vodafone, Vodafone Idea, Jio. Most of the people, I can say from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Nagaland. I mean, most of the places, SIP trunks are already got feasible, and people would like to go for a SIP trunks. The moment you buy a SIP trunks and you have a EPABX, you can see there is a SIP gateway in between. I hope my cursor is visible for you. So this is the SIP converter, basically SIP to PRA converter. When the SIP trunk comes, it will connect to a SIP gateway. From SIP gateway, it will go to your existing EPABX or a PABX to connect with the PRA card. Okay, so from SIP gateway to EPABX, it will connect over PRA card of EPABX. From there, however, the normal connectivity that whatever you guys have, you can still use SIP connectivity along with your existing EPABX. Okay, I will repeat once again. Probably if you have a confusion, maybe I can make it once again. I can say it is a wow kind of stuff. It is really wow kind of stuff. If you buy a SIP trunks, only thing is your investment comes on simple SIP gateway, SIP to PRA converter. As I told you, this will convert your SIP signal to a PRA. From this gateway, it will go to your any existing EPABX. Your existing should be PRA based, so that we can connect to a PRI card of your existing EPABX. Let the call comes in, goes out. However your EPABX is working, you have all the benefits which is you are getting from the SIP accounts. On the right hand side, you have all the same extensions that whatever you are using as of now, this will be continue the same. Okay, this will be continue the same. So this is how it will get connect. This is what I'm showing you is scenario one. I have a couple of scenario also coming in my future slides that will give you much more benefit. So here is the scenario two. This is the additional benefit that you are going to get when you buy a Citron. I mean SIP gateway. Sorry, SIP gateway also has multiple features where you can also add up your VoIP minutes. Take an example. What I'm trying to say is the people who are enterprises or mid segment or whomever it may be, when you are planning to have international calls using uh, one moment. I think somebody's video is on. Mr. Rajesh, I would request you to close your video. Uh, yeah, so what we were talking about is you can also add the VoIP minutes for your international. This is actually the VoIP minutes are very nominal price to make any international calls. Maybe I can say in a simple to say if you wanted to call to any USA or any other countries, cost you maybe a 1 rupee 50 paisa per minute or 1 rupee per minute and 2 rupees per minute, not more than that. So that facility is also that you can enjoy. I mean, this is a scenario what I'm trying to show here. There are two scenarios. One, domestic call. Anyway, it will run from your SIP trunks with whatever that you are buying from the local provider. Along with that, you can still enjoy to make international calls. You can buy a VoIP minutes providers from the local market. Even astTECS also provide the VoIP minutes. So you can use the VoIP minutes to make international calls from your existing EPA. That is the facilities that what we have. And definitely this gateway has a lot of control to manage it in however the way that you want it. And so from here I think maybe I can take you what are the other benefits that we will have my next slides now. So here now the time to put our thinking caps on. So let's think that the most intelligent part of this gateway is you can use a VoIP minutes, as I said. Not only that, what are the other things that we were talking about? What problem that are we solving today, right? So we were running through this couple of slides from the beginning, and we were talking about so many things. What are we actually achieving into? So the one, if you are thinking that let's purchase the SIP trunks, then few questions will arise. As I told you, does the existing PBX, EPABX compatible for SIP trunks? I'm sorry, once again. Okay, so what I was talking about is after all the slides, what are we thinking? Is there a problem? For sure, there is a solution. So we have to think and find it. So today we have solved the problem. What is that? No additional investment required for expansion. As I told you, this way you can use SIP gateway to help with gradually placing the newer phone equipments or maybe newer telecommunication user, or you could wait to invest in a new technology later when your funds permit to do that. I mean to say, there is no initial investment is really required. If you have an older PBX and EPABX that relies on your PRI standards, just a simple SIP gateway could buy you some more additional time to use your older EPABX. So no worries. Any EPABX SIP users, I mean, I can say there are so many people here in this webinar. The major things that what we have to tell our customer if they are planning to go for a SIP trunks, but still they are thinking that there's a lot of investment. This is the one of the better way that you can just go and approach that. Tell this 6 points. I mean, maybe I can say it's an USB points that there is no worry. There is no worry to use the SIP trunk with the existing PBX. It is absolutely get connected with the PRI gateway. They can buy anytime. It can allow them to use the existing EPABX for some more time. That is the most important. And whenever their company permits or funds permits or they need a more technology permits if they wanted to go for an ipbx any time that they can go and achieve it. So the actual problem of buying a SIP trunks and thinking about investment is actually solved. You can tell anyone, see, this is also that you can create one of the lead generation. Maybe you can say create the requirement for the customer if they're looking for SIP trunks, and tell them in this way. Maybe you can I can share this presentation to each one of you. Maybe you can share it to your customers and maybe explain them how does it work. It is a more to understand on that how the benefit actually happens to all the customers. So nothing that stops. So what next? Next actually, what exactly is the next thing? What is future? Is it EPABX will go for a longer duration? I mean, there are so many talks in between that many of the EPABX manufacturers are laying down and they don't want to into the market. They are moving towards on cloud usage and IP providing and all those stuff. So actually, the future is a SIP trunks. In fact, maybe again, I have to come back to the same thing. What I wanted to tell you that even in the future, the SIP trunks is going to be remain the same. And what you need is actually a simple thing. What you need is much better technology. I just wanted to repeat that. I mean, even wanted to try to SIP trunks, there are few things that you have to understand, analyze. Why again I'm repeating this to understand whenever you wanted to buy a SIP trunks, these things that you have to keep it in your mind. Your place is feasible and you can choose how many channels that you require at any point of time. The most important thing is compatible PBX or ipbx accordingly, because your existing, as I told you, existing EPABX will give you some more time to stay back and usage. But if you're looking for a much more better features that you're looking for, because you have a multiple offices, you wanted to have some soft phones, remote extensions and all those stuff, then you can choose ipbx also accordingly. SIP channels will give you much more options to from 20x to 20 channels to 1500 channels. So you already have a PBX. Now let's see how does a SIP will be compatible with ipbx with the EPBX. See, I was showing you two scenarios earlier, right? That was making you much more benefited to understand how does this connectivity happens and what is the SIP gateways advantages. Now here I have one more scenario where I can put you across much more benefit here. So I mean, ipbx is, as I was also telling them earlier, that ipbx is not mandatory, but that does not mean future will continue with EPABX. Future will actually continue with ipbx. So here is the scenario 3, right? Here is the scenario 3. Any of the mid segment, any of the SME segment, or any of the enterprises segment, they can buy SIP trunks if there is any expansion in their company, still they can buy ipbx and it can be integrated with their existing EPABX also. I mean to say they need not to throw out the existing, I mean, they need not to remove the existing EPABX because they are buying an SIP trans and ipbx. It can still get connected with their existing EPABX. They can continue with for some more time for some extension. Maybe there are EPABX start from 8 extension, 16, 32, 50, 100, 200, 300, 500. They can still use, but there is an option where they can use ipbx. I mean to say the SIP trans will be connected to ipbx. From ipbx, we can have integration between EPABX. So some extension of EPABX will remain the same, and some extension of ipbx will have different sort of extension. So not only that, in this you can connect the PRI line, you can connect the SIP trunks, you can bring the GSM gateway, you can connect the SIM cards, still you can be able to make a call. You can connect the VoIP trunks, So what I wanted to tell you that any kind of a trunks that you have in the market, still it can be achieved connecting to ipbx, integrating with EPABX. You can still use all the benefits over here. I can definitely tell you what are the ipbx benefits also. Maybe I can in my next slide also I have some more things to talk about it. What exactly is that, how the um, EPABX and IPPX actually give you feature benefits. In fact, when it comes to an EPABX, I mean, your features and functionalities are very limited. I mean, you don't find much into that, but IPPBX has a lot of features and functionalities. When it comes to EPABX, no voice recording. Maybe you will have a limited IVRs, and you cannot have a multiple option of extension. There are a lot of extension that you can nowadays that you can do. You will not have a conference facilities, unlimited kind of stuff, and you will never have a voicemail. You will have a definitely voicemail, but you will have a limitation on that. You will never use a benefit of voicemail to email, branch office connectivity. You need to have a separate cabling required. There is no options to make on Wi-Fi calling. If see nowadays, I mean, the most important thing is the people who would like to have a work from home. In fact, how EPABX will give you a facility to work from home, use your traditional communication connectivity sitting at home. With EPABX, it is not possible at all. And even some people will have CRM and ERP integrations. I mean, EPABX is not possible. Online media integration not possible. Social media integration not possible. Email and SMS integration is not possible. I mean, nowadays people also use to it for cloud usage. Their PBX to be on cloud so that they can use it in a better way. The same thing, whatever I discussed now, the same thing when it comes to an IPPBX, you see all these things are possible. So what I wanted to tell you this, yeah, your EPABX still remain the same. Your SIP trunks can be connected, but you can use it for shorter time. The present scenario, people are actually need much more facilities, like they would like to have a soft phone, they would like to have a smartphone extension on their phone itself. So even in the office, whenever they would like to walk around, they can take a call, they can make a call and all this stuff. People have a branch connectivities. I mean, most of the enterprises will have a multiple offices. They would like to have a free of cost calling. They don't want to have a multiple lines, cabling connectivity inside the office. He say, I mean, people say this nowadays, okay, I'm doing it a LAN. Once I do the LAN, my all the data, voice, everything should run in one particular line. IPPBX is the only thing which can run your voice and data together. So that is how the IPPBX works. Work from home is possible. You can sit at home, you can still active your extension, you can speak to all your colleagues just dialing a short numbers. That is possible. I mean, I mean, not maybe again, it's a wrong word. We can integrate any of the CRM ERP integration with IPPBX, where we can have click to call pop-ups, voice recording, links that can be shared into it. We can do the online media integration, like, somebody's asking for a ipbx in a just dial. The moment you are registered there and the lead will automatically come to your office, it'll automatically make the calls and connect with any of the salesperson. That kind of integration is possible. Social media, somebody asked in, even in the social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, asking for some requirement. If they leave any message, it automatically takes the number and it will automatically dial the customer and connect to the agent. Such kind of things are possible. You can send automated emails and SMS. Yes, it is possible. And the most important thing, your ipbx can go as a cloud usage. That is one of the best thing that today's world what people are looking for. I'm not telling that ipbx is most important. Yeah, in futuristic, ipbx is going to be one of the biggest communication part. Yes, so that is how this entire webinar is all about. So here, I would like to ask, is there any questions that you guys have, so that we can discuss on that. Let me open it a couple of things. Yeah, so I have one question has come. Is it possible to configure VoIP minutes also on a SIP PRI gateway? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely possible. There is a possibility where you can integrate VoIP minutes into a SIP gateway, and you can enjoy that VoIP minutes benefit using your existing EPABX for sure. So next one is, what is the possible solution where the existing EPABX is not equipped with the PRI interfaces or is not even capable of PRI interface? So dear sir, I would like to say very sorry that the EPABX should be, it's a PRI based. Then only the connectivity architecture actually, connects into it. That is the only way that whatever we have. See, this non-PRI means I'm talking about people will have 2 bar 8, 4 bar 16, and all those stuff. I don't think so that anybody, yeah, they might ask for it, but yeah, it is absolutely not possible. Anything which is connected with a PRI, absolutely possible. They can connect it, and they can utilize all the benefit. And somebody is asking, please share the solution PPT. Definitely we will do. And is ipbx not capable of social media integration? Please expedite. Yes, absolutely possible, sir. Social media integration can be done. You can please contact us at any point of time, and you will definitely get this support from us for sure. I don't think so. Is there any questions? I hope this presentation was really good, and still, if anybody has any questions or something, I'm there to help you guys. Okay, I got some more questions here. So what is the price for the gateway? I think you have to send us asking for a pricing, email, or maybe you can contact our sales managers. Definitely they will give you price on that, but we will share all the presentations to you guys so that it will be easy for you to understand. If anyone having 16 trunks, I think how it can be connected, Mr. Vipin, I think what does it mean if anyone having a 16 trunks of what, PRI or it is a SIP trunks? As I told you, if it is a SIP trunks, yeah, definitely it can be connected. And I think maybe if you can just explain what is a 16 trunks for that. And I have the next question here. When can we get the astLite with the SIP configuration? Yes, sir. Definitely that you can discuss with Mr. David. Probably David will definitely tell you. We can definitely do that, and it is absolutely possible that David will definitely interact with you guys. Can you share the presentation with us for referencing with talking to clients? For sure, definitely. How do we connect with existing PABX to ipPBX? Existing PABX to ipPBX. Again, we can have a PRI to PRI interfaces where we can definitely get connected into it. I mean, there is a very simple way that, yeah, definitely we have already achieved this, very long back, and we have done the multiple call center implementations ipbx implementation, all those stuff. So still it can be connected over it. It will be helpful. So that a gentleman has replied 16 trunk is analog. As I told you, 16 trunks are analog lines. Analog lines EPABX. If it is a simple analog lines EPABX, we are not able to connect it, sir. I'm so sorry to say that. Please check with them if that analog EPABX, whatever they are using, which is analog based, they will have a port where they can have a PRI card interface that they can add it into it. If that port is available, please ask them to just add a PRI interface into it. Then they can buy a SIP gateway and they can utilize it. I'm repeating once again, they have to buy if the existing EPABX is a simple analog line based EPABX. If that analog based has a port for connecting PRI card into it, the manufacturer's PRI card, definitely we can connect the SIP gateway to that PRI card, and your analog based EPABX also will become to connect with the SIP trunks for sure. So, and next what I have is after implementing SIP gateway, does existing EPABX extensions can be enjoy EPBX features? Yes, sir, absolutely possible, sir. I mean, not everything. A few features definitely that you can integrate, but there are certain features will be enabled from the EPABX team, because most of the EPABX will have a license-based one. Certain ports cannot be open, and certain ports can be open. And yeah, few features can definitely you can enable. We'll share the presentations compared to other products. Why astTECS? Oh, compared to other products, why astTECS? astTECS is better. astTECS is really better because we are. You definitely, you guys knows about it, that what products that we are dealing to. We have everything owned by us. We do support here, and we have our own R&D. We can do all those things that whatever customer need that we can do. Customize the solution. So definitely we are better than any other products. What are the product variants? See, what is the product variants? I think somebody asked a question. What variants that you were talking about? Probably in this. There's a next question. Does we can integrate SIP gateway with Avaya and the Cisco PBX? That's a good question. Still it is possible. Still it is possible. End of the day, Avaya, Cisco, as I told you, they're typically proprietary based people. Whatever they does, they carry certain ports, block, and license. If they allow any third party integration coming in, absolutely possible. And there are some open things which automatically it can recognize. It is absolutely possible, but yeah, so sometime we need a support from them to integrate on this. So I think yeah, almost done with the messages also. Hope this presentation has given you a benefit of utilizing existing EPABX with SIP trunks. And thank you very much for being in this webinar. Thanks to all. We'll share the presentation as early as possible. Thank you, everyone.